It's playoff time and I'm a little anxious, I can't lie. Tonight we got my 6th, 7th grade team, the Cowboys, the reigning champions of their league last year. Whole different team though. And the Ramblers, my 7th and 8th graders. First game of the playoffs, double elimination. So all we gotta do is not lose 2 games in a row and we end up playing in the championship, right? Well, kind of. I don't know why I'm nervous. It's just kids basketball, but it's the competitor in me. I don't want to let anyone down. And as I said before, I can't really do that much. I just tell them what to do, and if they listen, they listen. If they don't, they don't. I'm just there yelling. I just bring the energy. Sometimes, but I always just get so anxious. It's just my love for the game. I'm sorry the camera's shaking too. I still haven't got a new tripod since when I broke the tripod. I'm kind of an L YouTuber. If you're new to the channel, my name's Max. I go by MSM the Man. This channel is kind of my coming of man. I used to kind of be a delinquent, but now I'm a mentor and inspiration for the youth of America. And this Ben Simmons series, this is the 10th episode. 10 videos of me being 25 years old. Shout out to Ben Simmons. He still hasn't replied to any of my DMs. If you know Ben Simmons and you can get me in contact with him, my phone number is 2084. I'm gonna cut that. Editor, cut that. This year being 25, I've been making sense of life, making sense of it all. I've lost a lot of people. They're not dead, they just don't talk to me anymore. I've made some new friends, kinda. Grown a lot, man. I'm proud of myself. I cut my hair. If the haircut's kinda messed up, it's because I did it myself. My boy Tay on Instagram told me I was too fresh to go to Sport Clips, and I was like, man, you're right. Let me just cut my own hair. Save some money. That's kind of why I'm rocking this mullet thing, because all I got to do is cut the sides. I love it. In this video, I just want to talk about some stories. You'll definitely get some basketball stuff. And the session I'm coaching right now, it's the playoffs, and that's always a good time. This is where champions are made. Sometimes I get anxious and I just like to film and talk because I truthfully need a therapist, but that's way too expensive, man. Whoa, way too expensive. Maybe one day. I'm saving up to buy a house. My sister's becoming a real estate agent. I'm gonna buy a house from her. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm looking to do this Ben Simmons series for 25 videos, because that only makes sense. If you like these videos, man, stick around. Get to know me, step into my world, listen to my music, watch my videos, go on Threads, see me thread, go on, what else do I got? I'm on Instagram, I'm on everything. I'm an internet sensation. And this being the 10th video, I feel like this is some sort of milestone, and I gotta kind of fill you guys in, because if you haven't watched all the videos, man, I'm a good storyteller. Not to toot my own horn, I'm building this up. And if you haven't watched all the videos, what are you doing? Why? You don't even know what this is. You don't even know what this is. And this is a very important thing in my life right now, because I am stressed. I think I need to start like actually getting into the gym and working out, because I want to start dunking again. Like, I could kind of dunk, but I want to, like, white men can't jump. This white guy can. You know, being 25 these days is a weird age. A lot of my friends are married. A lot of my friends have big boy jobs. Some of my friends do drugs. Lots of drugs. Friends is a loose term, guys. It's just people I know. I got like 3 friends. One of them's my dog. But being 25 is weird. Like, how am I supposed to meet girls? All I do is go to work. I stop drinking. I don't go to the bars. I don't meet people. Not just girls, like friends. How do I meet friends? Couldn't tell you. But when I figure it out, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Trust me, because you're probably in bed, sitting, watching, in bed, on your TV, on your phone, with your friends at a party trying to make fun of me. But guess what? I'm winning. People hate to see you win, but they love to see you win. But they hate to see you win, but they love to see you win. It's a crazy dynamic in this world that we live in. Good news, my ex unblocked me. I don't have to email her anymore to communicate with her. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just news. It's just news. Oh, I have a cool story I want to tell you guys later, so make sure you stick around for a messy story. Well, messy, is that the right word? Messy story. Yeah, hopefully my teams can get a win. Cut to the highlights in 3, 2, 1.
Got a stick in it, I got in with it, then smoking, perk popping, quality sipping. They ain't listening, shoot his ear off. I had to Will Smith and still wiggling with that deuce spot, nigga, that Ben Simmons. On God, it cost the course side, I'm getting 10 tickets. We thought that thing in sport and sliding, that bitch skipping. The last nigga missing, we sagged with extensions. A bag full of Benjamins, we passed and we split it. Got a stick in it, I got in with it, then smoking, perk popping, quality sipping. They ain't listening, shoot his ear off. I had to Will Smith and still wiggling with that deuce 5 on me, that Ben Simmons. Got a stick in it, I got in with it, then smoking, perk popping, quality sipping. They ain't listening, shoot his ear off. I had to Will Smith and still wiggling with that deuce 5 on me, that Ben Simmons.
This is Donnie. For today's warm-up, we're doing singing lessons. You're gonna say, duh. You're gonna sing it, and if I like it, you're good. If I don't, you gotta run up and back. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. No, up and back. That's what I'm talking about.
Why am I singing?
That's your bread.
I hate singing.
Sometimes, dude, life's hard. Sometimes you just gotta sing.
Ask Jake to do this. Jake's good at singing.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really? I bet you he could make some.
Choir.
He could make some good songs about his heart being broken.
Oh yeah, Jake needs to get over it.
Say it again.
Oh no. Ray.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Ray.
No, right. Right here.
Me.
Okay, that was good. Dang, that was tough. That was tough. Okay.
Fa.
One more time.
Fa.
No, right. Right here. What is that one?
So.
Okay, say it with your chest.
So.
No, right.
Stop.
This one.
Right now.
Right now.
La.
Okay. One more time.
La.
That one's good. That one's good. Okay. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. What's this one?
T. That's fire.
One more time.
T.
No, right.
No.
You're getting there, man. Singing, basketball, you're gonna be like Troy Bolton.
Be like Chris Brown.
So what's the first one? What's the first one?
No.
Now an octave higher.
All right, man, it's a new day. The Cowboys ended up losing 2 games in a row, so they're done. Today we have a game for my 5th graders, my hustle team. We're undefeated, man, so if we lose and we don't win a championship, I must be a horrible coach. There's some crazy stuff happening. Let me show you. Whatever happened there does not look good. I'll let you know that much. I hope everybody involved is okay. We almost had another accident. Distracted driving. Don't do it. There's something in the air this week, and I'm not just talking all the smoke. The end of the summer to me is really just as bad as the worst days of winter because all the smoke where I live. She's pretty. Our Ramblers team also lost as well on a foul and 2 free throws, and then we messed up the game-winning play that Coach Max drew up that would have worked to perfection. We just didn't get it done. So Coach Max and company is currently 0-3 in the playoffs. Hopefully tonight my 5th graders can get a win. Highlights in 3, 2, 1.
Got a stick in it, I got in with it, then mint smoking, perk popping, quality sipping, ain't listening, shooting 0 off. I had the Will Smith, I'm still wiggling with that deuce 5 on me, that Ben Simmons. Got a stick in it, I got in with it, then mint smoking, perk popping, quality sipping, ain't listening, shooting 0 off. I had the Will Smith, I'm still wiggling with that deuce 5 on me, that Ben Simmons.
This week really hasn't been my week. Even though the hustle won last night, my teams are 1-3 in the playoffs currently. This week I've just been in a funk. I'm just gonna blame the smoke. The other day, it was like last week, baby Luca was sick, so we had a workout and we sat in the sauna together. And he hit me with a hard-hitting question. He said, "Are you happy?" I said, "Man, you're like 13. Why are you trying to therapist me right now?" I said, "Yeah." But then I really got to thinking about it, and it's like, no. I can tell you guys I'm winning. You can see the wins. The music's doing well. The YouTube's growing. Basketball is cool. In the last video, I was talking about when you get to that plateau, it's all on you. I was kind of talking to myself in some sort of way. I'm like, man, it's all on you. You're like at this plateau. I'm still down here. I feel still down here. It might just be perspective and maybe just like the way I'm hardwired to always feel like I need to do more. And I am happy. I find joy in every day. Everything that happens in every day, I can find some sort of joy in it. But the thing about happiness is it's really a choice. And your boy's pro-choice, but he can't choose to be happy. Weird, huh? Happiness is kind of like shooting a basketball. I've been changing a lot of people's jump shots lately. And when you're changing your jump shot, it's really important to stay with the correct form every time you shoot, no matter where you're shooting from. And as I said, happiness is a choice. And when you're shooting a basketball, you're making the conscious choice to do these things with your body that you know will give it a better chance to go in. But even if you do all the things completely right, it's not always gonna go in. And I think that's a metaphor for happiness too, because you can be doing everything right. Like I said, man, I'm winning. I feel like I'm doing a lot of things right, but deep down, I'm on a down run. Even though I feel like I'm at the plateau, I'm on a down run. Sometimes I think we're living through the worst times of human existence ever, because we're also socially connected through our cell phones. Like, listen to this. I have a reel going viral. It currently has 444,000 views.
Language do the people in Idaho speak?
Alcoholism, racism, and Boise State football. And I posted that reel before. It got like almost 1 million views twice. So it's almost at 500,000 now. People I know or like have acquainted in real life have seen it. This guy DMs me. The "What Do Idaho People Speak" video had me dead. This guy, the same guy, wrote a negative review about me when I was working at Foot Locker. He would always come in and he'd ask for the same shoe in the same size. And I'm like, I've told you multiple times, my man, we don't have it. And last time I held a different pair for you and you never came back to get them. And he wrote this review.
I was ready to go on and buy a pair of shoes, but one of the guys, taller with medium length hair, was an absolute jerk. I asked if he could double check a size because I couldn't remember if they had my size or not, and his response was very rude, stating, "We told you last time you were in, we don't have your size, and you didn't even buy anything. Well, you just lost my services for a while." He was acting very stuck up and acted like he was entitled to my buying his product. I hate Foot Locker, I hate that guy. But that video had me dead, bro.
Through the social media landscape, people see you are successful and then they want to talk to you. They want to be your friend. They want to follow you. But in real life, you call them out on some BS and they write a negative review, or you call them out on some BS and they don't talk to you anymore. They don't look you in the eye. They don't dap you up like they used to. People are just weird, man. And I can't lie, like, it gets to me a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, Donnie said you're good at singing.
I don't know what to sing.
Have you ever heard All Girls Are the Same by Juice WRLD?
No.
Okay, look, I'll play it.
I can barely hear that, John.
Listen to the hook. Listen to the hook.
I can't even hear it. The bass is too loud.
Maybe you'll hear it off the phone better. Come here. You have to sing Juice WRLD, bro. That's how you get over girls. They're rotting my grave, love. Think I need a change before I go insane, love. All girls are the same. Yeah! Since we're talking about how all girls are the same, I think it's time for my messy story. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, if you go back to the first Ben Simmons series, I talk about this girl who I really liked who ended up moving away. And we had a really good connection. I really did like her a lot. She liked me, I presume. Or maybe she just wanted to love bomb me, I don't know. But she wanted to do long distance after she moved, and I'm not one of those guys, man. I don't really believe in long distance, and she said, I'm just going there to find myself. I'm not going to date anybody. I'm not going to see other people. Blah, 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 blah. She ended up dating other people over there. I remember she called me on my birthday. We were on FaceTime. She was at a bar, and there was some guy talking to her and buying her a drink at the bar. And she just wanted to have me on FaceTime and like watch that, like I was into that or something. But that was March. Fast forward a couple months, it's like late July, early August. And I ended up seeing another girl too. You can go back. In the video with Baby Luca, she does a little voiceover. She's really funny and cool. But she's not a part of the story. After that ended, the girl who had moved back. And I was like, yeah, let's start talking again. So we hung out a couple times, and then she hit me with the, which is probably my least favorite conversation to ever have. I explained to her, like, I just got out of something, you just got out of other things, like, I don't feel like either of us are ready for a relationship or something right now, and she agreed. But we decided we keep talking, hanging out, take it slow. But right after that, literally, like, this was middle of the week, the weekend comes, she goes camping with her coworkers. She like calls me and invites me. I'm like, no, I'm busy, I got stuff to do. And then I don't see her for like a week later after that. And when I see her, she's like all weird. Her energy's totally different. And I'm not dumb, so I was like, well, what happened when you were camping? Just tell me. And she said, oh, you know that coworker I was telling you about that has this crush on me? Yeah, we made out. Oh, cool. And then I was like, well, I know you, and I don't think you guys just made out. So just like, be honest with me here. And then she starts getting so defensive. We aren't together. Why are you blah, 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 blah. And then out of nowhere, out of left field, she's like, here, I'll call him. I'm like, I don't really need you to do that. I believe you, whatever, just let it be. No, I'm gonna call him. So she calls him. Phone rings once, twice, he picks up. Hey. We're gonna call him Andrew. She says, Andrew, what happened when we were camping?
What do you mean?
When we got drunk, what did we do? Did we just kiss or what?
Oh yeah, we just kissed.
And why is that?
Cause we're just friends. But it was like really good though. I'd do it again.
That's what he said. And I'm just sitting there like, what are we doing? I didn't ask for this. I don't really care that much. Then he asked her,
who are you with?
She says, Max. I mean Maddie. I'm like, what are you doing? This is too much. I would just leave. I just told her to leave. I ended up blocking her and I learned my lesson. Moral of the story for all my boys out there. Don't go back when you know they're trouble and know your worth. As I was kicking that girl out of my parents' basement, real high value guy. I know. She was yelling and screaming at me that I don't know how to be alone. And I just go from girl to girl. Wow, that might be one of the truer things she's ever said to me. I only agree with it like 65% because I've been alone my whole life. I'm an only child. I spent all of my adolescence alone. When I had met her, I had spent 6 months in monk mode after I got cheated on from my last girlfriend. And while 6 months in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like a lot, in your 20s, man, it is. And this little mental funk I've been in has done its number on me. Kind of. And honestly, I turned 21 when the COVID hit. I feel like I missed out on a lot of my 20s. And truthfully, what is sitting around being sad and healing gonna do? But I think all it takes is a little change of perspective. See, I missed that shot. See, I made that shot. Does it mean I'll make the next one? Yeah, I guess so. The point I was trying to make is every shot that you take at happiness isn't always gonna go in. I do this thing with the kids I train at the end of the workouts. You can make 5 free throws without missing 2 in a row, or you get 10 free throws and however many you miss, you gotta run sideways. If you miss 2 in a row on the 5, you gotta run a ladder. And I like doing that to see who takes a bet on themselves. And sometimes you take a bet on yourself or you take a bet on a person, you put yourself out there and it doesn't always work out. You don't make every shot you take, but you do learn a lot from it and you do get better. And in the infinite game of life, that's all we're trying to do is get a little bit better every day. I broke this foot my senior year of high school. And when I did that, I was going so hard at basketball. I was stacking out my days from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it was honestly a great break. Not the break itself, but like a break, like a vacation. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get mentally stronger. I'm gonna physically get stronger. I'm gonna come back better. But I didn't really do that. I sat around, I played video games, I ate food, and I gained 40 pounds. And although I didn't come back from that injury as quick as I wanted to and as strong as I wanted to, if I would have been playing on that broken foot, I probably couldn't even walk now. And in relationships, it's kind of the same thing. You can't show up broken and expect someone to heal you. But with the same logic, you can't just shoot in a gym all by yourself and expect to be the best player you can be. You need other people around you to better you. So that's where I'm torn in relationships. Yeah, I know I can take the time to heal and become the best me possible all by myself, but I truly think you learn more when you're working in the gym with other people, when you're all battling your demons together. But I can't fix all my relationship problems, I can only fix myself. And it's a new week, and the funk I was in last week, a little change of perspective, might help everything. I told you guys the story of my foot because that's kind of where I'm at in life right now. I feel so behind, but I'm blessed every day. I get to get in the gym, work on myself, work on other people to help them better themselves. And I'm kind of doing the same thing I did when I broke my foot. I'm taking it for granted. I'm just sitting there being lazy, not knowing that the focus I put in now could pay dividends 5 years later. But let me tell you right now, my version of lazy and your version of lazy are probably 2 totally different things. I got the music, I got the social media, I got the YouTube. Yesterday was the only day I really didn't do anything, but I still edited videos. I'm still working to get 1% better every day. But my point is, I'm telling myself this and anybody out there who's seeing this, if you feel like you're behind, if you feel like you're not doing as much as you could, maybe, just maybe, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, but you're not focused on the right things. Like, do you guys think I'll make this shot right here? No, I didn't make the shot. But does that mean I can't shoot the ball? Or does that mean it just didn't go in? A shot like that is pretty much just lucky anyway. It matter how skillful you are, if you're throwing it behind your head and it ends up going in, it ends up going in. Kind of like some people just stumble into happiness. But much like that behind the head shot, you have to be willing to take it. You have to be willing to try it. You have to be open to happiness. And sometimes I just think it's not for me. Happiness isn't for me. Love isn't for me. But that mindset is gonna make that shot miss every single time. Even the wide open ones. I think it was the beginning of my sophomore year. I was missing a lot of wide open shots. And my coach was like, do you think you're gonna make them when you take them? And I say, yeah. I do, but I don't know if I did. I think I was so scared of missing the shot that it just ended up happening. And sometimes our biggest fears come to fruition because that's where all of our attention is. Kind of have some hat hair going on, hold up. And as I said earlier, if you want to make shots at a high level, you got to shoot the same shot over and over because that'll let you know where you need to make adjustments. Is it coming off the right finger? Were my legs loaded? Were my feet set in time? Did I do my early work? Because if not, you're really just chucking the ball up there and turning every shot into a lucky shot. With all that being said, man, after you miss a couple shots, even if they're really bad misses, you can't just throw everything out the window and reinvent the wheel. Much like in relationships, you can't just start over and be a whole new person when something doesn't go right. You learn from those mistakes, you make the adjustments, and you give yourself the highest percentage for that shot to go in. That shot at happiness. And much like a jump shot, you can perfect it alone. You can make sure that shot is feeling good every time you take it when you're in the gym by yourself. Meaning you can sit down, do the self-reflection, find your morals, find the things that you value in every relationship, both platonic and romantic, and go out into the world and try to find those within the people that you meet. But sometimes you got to change that shot up when that defender who's guarding you is super athletic, 6'5", can jump out the gym. You might need to jump a little higher. You might need to release it a little quicker. You might need to set up a move and create some space if they're a little bit taller than you. You're gonna need to meet that girl who's dated 20 other dudes and brings out a lot of insecurities within you to identify those, because you never knew they were there until this girl was in front of you. You're gonna have to date the girl who was emotionally and physically abused by her ex to know maybe you need to be a little bit more softer with your approach to things. You're gonna need to date the girl who believes you're way too good for her because she doesn't think she deserves love, much like you feel right now. You're gonna need to be friends with those insecure people who always try to bring you down or always got something to say about anything you're striving to do. You're gonna need to be friends with people who are much more established than you that can sort of mentor you and show you the way to do things correctly. But through all that, you can't turn into a whole different version of you. You can learn from all these things and tweak things and see things a little bit differently, but you can't go out into the world with a chip on the shoulder and a frown on your face and expect the world to give you a big old hug and come save you, because especially as a man, no one's coming to save you. That's all on you, like I said in the last video. Anyway, I'm heading to my game right now for my 7th and 8th grade team, the Ramblers. If we lose, we're done. My playoff record isn't the best right now. My 5th graders are in the championship though, so stay tuned to the next video to see if we can stay undefeated on the season. Here's the highlights to tonight's game in 3, 2, 1.
I got in with it, then mix smoking, perk popping, quality sipping, ain't listening, shooting 0 off. I had the wheel slipping, still wiggling with that deuce 5 on me, that Ben Simmons. Got a stick in it, I got in with it, then mix smoking, perk popping, quality sipping, ain't listening, shooting 0 off. I had.
Yeah, so my 8th grade team ended up getting the win. They really surprised me. I was thinking we would lose, but we have 2 more games before the championship. You're probably gonna have to wait till next video to see if my 8th grade team wins a championship and if my 5th grade team wins a championship. And we probably will, because I'm the best coach. What you gotta say?
Not a good coach.
A coach? Do you have any inspirational words for the youth about happiness?
Happiness?
Happiness.
Happiness is like happiness. You mean you gotta be like happy. Find something that brings you joy, and if you can't get joy, then figure it out, because life is not worth living if you don't have joy in your life, so figure it out.
Figure it out.
Basketball's a joy. Basketball's a joy. School's not a joy, but it's a
Stay in
mix.
school. You wanna do my outro?
Outro, yeah. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the follow button at MSM the Man, and subscribe for more, because he'll hit you with some more good YouTube videos, good quality. Let's play some basketball.
For the 2, the 0, the 8, and the ones with out-of-state plates. There's enough room for us all to eat, but I advise that you know your place. Crown on my head, I got very bad posture. Way my back hurt, got me moving like a monster. You a red crab, I'm the salmon with the lobster. You ain't blew up, see you came and step on my turf. Bars that go over their head, I had to drone out on the noise while she shaking the bed. So I'm gonna play my favorite song, do you hear what it said? I think there's something in the way. Just state of mind, mental aquamarine, Simone by his feet, how I'm walking with the beat. Ultralight ride, daisies on my teeth, Venom on David killed Goliath, and that David's me.